From the Sensible Mama. I'm only going to be in this weird lighting for the beginning of the video, and then I'm going to put it down closer to these three things that I have here for you today. But I wanted to say hello, welcome you to my face and my bad hair day, and then get right into the topic of today's video. Today we're going to be comparing 3 lunch boxes made by diaper bag brands that you've probably heard of and that we carry at thesensiblemama.com. We have Petunia Pickle Bottom, Itsy Bitsy, and the Jujube Be Cool. So today I'm going to talk about price. I'm going to show you how a few things that you might be packing would fit inside of here and to kind of help you understand which one might be the best for you. I'm going to give you some of my personal opinions on each one of these, and we're just going to have a little bit of fun doing that today. Everything that you see here is available at thesensiblemama.com except for this from Itsy Bitsy. We do have more on the way, but we just sold out this morning of these. But I figured I'd still include it in the video for those of you who are interested in seeing size comparisons. As always, anything that I show you here today will be linked in the description box below for thesensiblemama.com. And before I get into the video, let me just give you a few little details about thesensiblemama.com. The Sensible Mama is an online baby boutique for babies, toddlers, big kids, and moms. Our warehouse is located in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are mama-owned and mama-operated. Our website, thesensiblemama.com, is a place where you can find all of the best-known names in the industry researched by us. We are also the home of Limea brand, which is a high-end line of diaper bags, sunglasses, and accessories designed by me with busy moms on the go in mind. While you're there, make sure you sign up for our Sensible Reward program or apply for the affiliate program to start earning money either through cash back in the store or directly deposited to your bank account. Lastly, make sure you're following The Sensible Mama on Instagram to be ahead of the game for all store news and product launches. And with that said, let's get right back into today's content. Okay, so once again, these are the 3 lunch boxes we're going over today. This is the Jujube Be Cool, the Itsy Bitsy Chill Like a Boss, and the Petunia Pickle Bottom Pixel. I want to go ahead and say that these are all relatively similar in terms of price point. You've got 30, 30, and 35. I am not totally sure why this one is priced higher than the others because in my opinion, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, and I love mine, but I'm not sure what it brings to the table that is $5 worth more than these guys. But that's just to note, there is a slight price difference for this one. I guess we'll go ahead and start with Jujube first, since that's what most of you guys are familiar with, and then we'll move on to these. So this is the Jujube Be Cool. One thing that really stands out about this bag is that it has D-rings on it and comes with a messenger strap so that you can put this over the shoulder, or if you have like a big stroller that you're carrying with you, you can kind of loop this over the handles, which does make things really, really convenient, and I have used that a lot. I like using the Be Cool as my lunchbox for work a lot. The other thing that I think is nice about this is you do have dual zippers. So you can see those are right here, and a nice wraparound zipper that doesn't just go around the front, but also goes all the way around the back to right there. That means you get a really nice big full opening like this. The entire bag is fully insulated, which is really great. That means you can put hot or cold things in here and it will stay hot or cold. And the other neat thing is that you do have a little slip pocket here. This is the only sort of organizational piece to this bag, but if you have straws or utensils and things that you want to put down in there, or maybe like a lunch cart or something, if your work has a place like that, you have that there. This one is a Jujube collaboration print with Disney, which I think is really cute. Here's a size comparison for you just to get an idea of how tall this is. This is the Brewmate rehydration bottle, and this is obviously the Jujube Be Cool. Let me show you a few things that I tend to pack inside of this when I use it as a lunchbox so that you can get an idea of whether or not it would work for you. Don't forget, this is not just a lunchbox, it can also be used as a bottle bag and things like that, so I will show you a bottle in here as well. One thing that I'm usually bringing to work with me is one of these Healthy Choice Chef Steamer lunches. And let's see if this fit in there. You do have to take this out of its packaging to fit this in here, and you have to make it go diagonal if you want to pack this. But you do have enough room that if you want to put in like a sparkling water or something, you can fit that in there as well. You could probably even fit something like this. Again, I'm not saying this is how you would pack your lunch. That's gonna be a tight squeeze. But here's how much space you have left in there with one of those chef steamers and a Coke. So as you can see, we're already kind of using up a lot of the space that's in here just this way. Oh look, I can actually push that against the back a little bit closer. And now, let's see, when it's not diagonal, can I get all this in here? Oh yeah, check that out. So maybe this is the standard that we'll use with the other bags. A chef steamer, a sparkling water, and a replay snack stack. Will it zip? Yes, I do always appreciate dual zippers. Anytime they're available, that is a plus from me. And there we go. Quickly, let me show you a Pura stainless bottle. Pura is a brand that I love carrying at the Sensible Mama because they have sort of this modular system where you can buy the base and then you can change out the top. So you can actually use this as a sippy cup or a straw top or as a bottle. And here's how that fits in there. You can fit a solid 2, maybe 3 in there, but definitely 2. Actually, let's see. Okay, so we can for sure get 2 in there. 3 might be pushing it. Yeah, 3 will not go in. But there is 2 bottles inside of here. So that is the Jujubee Be Cool. Now let's look at the Itsy Bitsy Chill Like a Boss. This is the Chill Like a Boss from Itsy Bitsy. It does not have any external organization, whereas the Be Cool did. It also only has 1 zipper pull, not 2. Not that that makes a huge difference, but just of note. One thing that I think is cool about this one is that it does have a snap closure right here. So you could put this through like maybe the webbing of your diaper bag, or you can put it over your stroller handles, which is great. The inside, of course, is insulated. All of these are insulated, just FYI. And you do get on the inside, which I think is a nice touch, a little mesh pocket back here, which in my opinion, this is a really great place. I'll turn it this way. This is a really great place for putting ice packs in particular. If you're really wanting to make sure that your stuff stays cold while you're out, I like to shove those in there. But it's also great for anything that you need to make sure stays upright, like a bottle. You can get those inside of this mesh in here. And that way you can make absolutely sure that stuff is going to stay upright. And of course, that's gonna become really important when it's formula or breast milk. You don't want that stuff tipping. So for the sake of comparison, we're going to try my Healthy Choice lunch. And I really like, I've been carrying this as my lunchbox for a while now, and I love the way that that fits in there. And just like with the Jujubee Be Cool, I can also fit a sparkling water and a tight fit, but I can also get that replay snack stack in there. And often I like to put utensils and things on the top. It does still zip. So for the most part, I think you're looking at a pretty size for size comparison here between the Itsy Bitsy Chill Like a Boss and the Jujubee Be Cool. One thing of note is that this does only have the 1 zipper and it does not have D-rings or the over the shoulder strap, which is one thing that makes the Jujubee Be Cool pretty unique in my opinion. But this is right here, this is one of my favorite prints ever, hands down. All right, so moving right along, let's look at the Petunia Pickle Bottom Pixel. I'm gonna go ahead and say of all the materials used on these, the materials of the Petunia Pickle Bottom are my absolute favorite. It feels very similar to the 12 Little On The Go collection. It's got that nice, just really, really durable feel to it, which I love. This does have a handle at the top. It does not have snaps on it the way that the Itsy Bitsy Chill Like a Boss has, which I do really appreciate in the Chill Like a Boss, but it does have the leather trim and the beautiful logo here. And of course they have some Disney collaboration prints with this, which I also think is really cool. Now I think of all the shapes of the different lunch boxes made by the diaper bag brands, lunch boxes, bottle bags, whatever you want to use these for. I like this one the best. I should have mentioned, you do have dual zippers here, which again is something that I always appreciate. And I really like the shape of this. I think that especially back when I was pumping and I was doing my whole breastfeeding journey was a mess, but I was doing like a combination of breastfeeding and pumping and doing some formula when I had to. And during those days, I think I would have loved a bag like this because with its square shape, it's the easiest thing for fitting in bottles. So I know that not all of these are bottles, but just take a look. This is not something that I would have been able to do in the other two. I can get all 4 of these in here and they fit really nicely. So I do think for the new moms, if you're carrying a lot of bottles of pre-mixed formula or pumped breast milk with you, this is probably the way to go. Now, you know, the thing about this is that it does make it a little bit harder to pack things like this. It does fit, but as you can see, it immediately sort of misshaped this thing. So if you're wanting to use it for this purpose, this does fit a little bit better in the other 2 lunch boxes. I'm not saying that I think a lot of you are running around eating these for lunch every day like I do, but I just want to show you that in case you do. Now, what's kind of nice is that as you pack this back up, it does sort of regain its shape, which I think is cool. And just to do a direct comparison, oh, that's so nice. For this little setup that I've done as a comparison point for all 3, this was the best fit for that to go in, but we should see how it zips. Yeah, so a little tight on the zippers, and as you can see, it does, that Healthy Choice meal does bump the sides out a little bit, so this is just a little bit more skinny than the other 2. So I think my verdict on that would be, if you're looking for like a straight up bottle bag, I probably would go for the Petunia Pickle Bottom Pixel, just because it's perfectly shaped for that. You could tell that that's probably what they had in mind with this one, a little bit more so than maybe Itsy Bitsy and Jujube, who in my opinion look like they made something more so for mom. Obviously, all of these can be used as lunch boxes or as bottle bags, so it's really gonna come down to personal preference. But I would say for moms, for lunch boxes, if you're going to work, I would probably grab for one of these 2. I may lean more towards the Jujube just because it does have the D-rings and the over-the-shoulder strap. And as we know, it can get cumbersome carrying in your bag and your lunch, and sometimes you have a backpack too and all that stuff. But these don't tend to hold bottles, in my opinion, as well as the Pixel does. So it's really gonna be a matter of personal preference with these, but now you know. All right, everyone, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said at the beginning, if there's anything you saw in this video that catches your eye, the shopping links are down in the description box below. And as always, I appreciate your support at thesensiblemama.com. This YouTube channel is all about my business, and this is what kind of helps keep this channel going. So all of your support is always super welcome. Love ya, mean it, always, mwah, and I'll see you in the next one.